Hello, my name is Sarah Barnard and I'm the events coordinator at the Portobello Bookshop.
My name is Niamh Anderson and I'm bookseller at the Portobello Bookshop.
The Portobello Bookshop is a new independent bookshop based in Edinburgh's seaside community, and it's the first new bookshop to open in Portobello in living memory.
My favourite part of being a bookseller is getting to talk to customers who obviously enjoy a wide range of books far beyond kind of my personal tastes, so getting to hear from them what they like about books and diversifying what I'm reading, as well as when you get to match a book to a customer. That's the best thing about being a bookseller.
My favourite part of being a bookseller, especially having worked in publishing for a couple of years before, is that I actually get to work with other publishers in a way I never got to when I was working for a publishing company. Obviously a big part of it is the retail element, which kind of applies to any other retail environment. Like you have to open the shop, you have to close the shop, you have to speak to customers, you have to clean and tidy the shop, you have to get stock out on shelves, all of that.
Actually, a big part is taking deliveries. When a new book is coming out, like the new Margaret Atwood that just came out, we had 30 boxes, can just arrive. Got to get them downstairs, got to get them out of the way of customers who are walking around the shop, got to get them checked into the system so that you can put them out. That's a fun part, is when something is embargoed and you kind of like, have this in my hands just before it's released. That's fun.
That is fun. We get to buy books.
I love to buy books.
Uh-huh.
It's actually second best to selling them, I'd say.
You have to buy books to get them into the shop. Yeah. You have to buy them from publishers. Imagine like stocking your very own library.
Yeah.
But you're stocking a library full of books that you like, but also you think other people will like. That's great fun. How could that not be fun?
True.
And it's a really big library.
Yeah.
We're not talking like a bookshelf in your bedroom. We're talking 8,000 books.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a joy.
We have kind of staff recommendations all around the shop, with little notes of what we've liked about a book, and we have these tables behind us where we decide what we're putting face up. So the first thing that a customer comes in and sees, and there's quite a lot of power in that.
It is.
Something that's kind of bottom shelf, back room, won't sell the way that something face up will. One of my favourite things is meeting authors, whether you've read their book or not. Actually, I love it when they come in and they say hello and they're so thrilled to see their book on the table.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to remember you're making people's dreams come true every day.
Wow.
Events. We do events. I do events. Lots of emailing people and desperately saying, please bring your very famous author to Portobello, which is great fun. And just all the logistics of events, like sorting out refreshments, putting out seats, making it an experience for the author and the publisher and of course the audience, and knowing that you're bringing something to this community that it just wouldn't have had access to before. Portobello is in Edinburgh, but to bring things to Portobello so people don't have to trek into the centre of town is really something that we're really proud to be able to do.
Yeah. It's quite a tricky industry to get into, as everybody knows. What I did was I volunteered in a charity bookshop during school and college and later, and it was kind of like every Sunday or more if I could, and then if I had to work full time I would kind of take a step back and then come back to it. And that was just brilliant for hands-on experience, holding books, selling them to customers, saying, why do you want to buy this book? What made it stand out to you? We price the books ourselves, so kind of putting a value on books. It's things that you don't necessarily do in an ordinary retail environment of an independent bookshop or a chain. But it was really handy in terms of experience of, I should put this book out because I know it will sell well, or we should be stocking this, it would do really well.
I've got two pieces of advice for getting into the book industry. One of them is don't set your heart on one particular department or area of the industry. Everything's transferable, all the skills you'll pick up are transferable, and I think bookselling, especially if you want to get into publishing, bookselling is an excellent way to get into publishing, as much as it's like a super rewarding, excellent career on its own terms. You'll just learn so much about the market and how to talk about books, which is a thing that a lot of people actually kind of wanting to get into publishing, it's a skill they don't actually have. And it's really important. And so don't set your heart on anything, and you can move around, especially early in your career, but even kind of if you get really far into your sales career, you can hop over to editorial and stuff like that. My other advice is show up to stuff. When I moved to Edinburgh, I didn't know anybody in the Scottish book industry, and I just went to book launches and to other events like that, and people got to know my face, and it's very scary going to stuff on your own where you don't know anybody, but once you've done it 2 or 3 times, you'll see the same people every time. It's a small industry, but that's a really nice element of the industry as well, that you will get to know people very quickly, and people are friendly and happy to kind of give advice. Don't be shy about asking for advice or for help.
That's what I found. People are very friendly. You show up, people will offer help. You know, honestly, I kind of went to 1 or 2 events, and then I had people saying, "I'll read your CV, I'll read that cover letter for you," just because people have been you and they want to help.
Yeah, that's it.
Completely.